back to Live at the Blackbird. I'm Henry Anderson.
I'm Soraya Carr.
And today we're going to be having a little bit of a different show. Because of how fast things have been moving worldwide, we haven't had the chance to focus in on the little things that have been happening around our school. That's what we'll be covering today. Next Friday, a group of future freshmen will be visiting our school and meeting some of our staff and students. This is a good opportunity for these 8th graders to prepare for their change from junior high to high school. Speaking of change, the district recently announced that there will be a new structure to next year's school calendar. The school year will begin in August and still end in June with additional extended weekends during that time to supplement the extension. Admin has said the changes will remain in place for at least the next 2 years. I personally don't have an opinion on this shift, although judging based on what I've heard, reactions are mixed overall. Unfortunately, as the year winds down, we begin prep for the next one. Some people will not be joining us. Beloved Principal Dr. Fast, Janitor Jerome, and Counselor Tom Newton have all announced that this will be their final year with the Grizzlies. That's all we have for larger news. On to, who are we on to? Justin. On to Justin with entertainment.
Thank you, Henry. Hello, Grizzlies. Welcome to school-related entertaining news. First off, April 13th through the 15th was the Oregon Thespian State Festival. We took 2 entries to state, Abby Hamlin in solo acting experience, and Leslie Almeida, Mason Fuller, and TJ Lake went for small group musical theater. Both became national qualifiers. The small group musical theater was a state showcase and got to perform at the Elsinore Theater. Also, Kristen Bozon and Piper Strickland finished their terms as state thespian officers. Spring break Disneyland trip, April 11th, was the league band contest. The kids are happy with their work and got good scores. They represent McMinnville High School well. They did not make it to state, but they did pretty well. April 25th, Jazz Band is playing at 3rd Street in the ballroom. They are now getting ready for the Alien Day Parade and final concerts. Choir Festival on Tuesday, April 11th. The Symphonic Choir competed at their annual OSAA regulated choir festival. This was the Symphonic Choir's chance to qualify to perform on OSU's stage at state competitions. The choir sang 4 a cappella songs, Gabi Gabi, a South African praise song, Loch Lomond, a Scottish tradition song featuring senior TJ Lake, My Heart is Offered Up to You, a French madrigal composed in the 15s, and We Beheld Once Again the Stars, an 8-part 2 choir masterpiece based off of Dante's Inferno. The Symphonic Choir sang very well and came in 2nd place at the festival, missing the state competition cutoff by just 2 points. Can't believe that. On Saturday, April 15th, Twilighters performed at the 46th annual Pleasant Hill Jazz Festival, held at Pleasant Hill High School, south of Eugene. The festival decided at last second to pull the competition aspect of the choir festival, as many jazz choirs are still rebuilding since COVID. So, Twilighters and 15 other jazz choirs from around Oregon and southern Washington performed for each other and also received instant feedback from 2 adjudicators. Twilighters performed Stevie Wonder's Don't You Worry About a Thing, featuring an amazing drum solo from Donta Ciccolani, Paul Simon's Cecilia featuring seniors TJ Lake and Leslie Almeida Fernandez, and Blood, Sweat, and Tears Spinning Wheel featuring soloists Maddie Davenport, Esther Arayanos, MJ Freeman, Ren Parker, Mason Fuller, Leslie Almeida Fernandez, and Mimi Bajinka, and a piano solo by Walt Rosenberg. The Twilighters killed it on stage and can't wait to come back and compete next year. That's all for today, Grizzlies. Thank you for listening. Now sending it to Soraya with local.
News, we just finished spring week. On Monday, we had dress up day, so we dressed in monochrome colors. Before school, there was a red carpet to walk across into the building. During lunch, we had an egg hunt. On Tuesday was chess day. The underclassmen were wearing white and the upperclassmen in black. During lunch, we had a chess tournament with Counselor Santiago Tenesaka winning. Wednesday was Wii Sports Day. Everybody dressed up in sports attire. Before school, we had flowergrams, and during lunch, we had bracelet making or plant potting. On Thursday was Monopoly. Everybody was wearing business or business casual attire. And there was also a Mission Mac High fundraiser. Friday was Mario Day, so everybody was dressed up in Mario characters. During lunch, there was a food truck by the stadium, and we also had a Mario Kart activity during the assembly. On April 29th, we'll have prom with the theme of To Infinity. This year, it will be at the Evergreen Space Museum. It's $30 per ticket and from 8 to 11 p.m. On May 13th at 6 p.m., the Mission Mac High pageant. There will be a Mission Mac High pageant. The tickets are $8 on pre-sale and $10 at the door of the community center. Mission Mac High and Doorbreaker Club still need some help, so if you would like to volunteer, you can sign up with their link on the Instagram. The Oregon Skills USA competition showcases students from different classes and disciplines demonstrating their skills in various trade, technical, and skilled service occupations. MHS sophomore Kyle Murray won the competition in welding sculpture, which qualifies him to compete at the national contest in mid-June, taking place in Atlanta, Georgia, providing him a great opportunity to showcase his talents at a national level. He was among a number of other students who placed in various categories of the competition. Congratulations to all the students who participated and placed in the state competition. Last weekend, April 11th through 13th, marked the return of Model UN Conference. Model UN, short for Model, got Model United Nations in self-described simulation of the UN exploring contemporary world issues related to security, economics, human rights, health, and the environment, where students play the roles of delegates of their chosen country. We had great attendance from sophomores and juniors alike. Juniors who took the class last year but were unable to attend the conference due to its COVID-related closure. The last 3 years were finally able to put their hands to the use at this year's conference. It's excited to see this great program back and better than ever. Now passing it to Julio with sports.
Thank you, Soraya. Today we're talking about competitions that are happening around the sports. The 22nd in Vancouver has multiple things happening in it, with boys rugby playing at Vancouver, boys tennis having an invitational, and girls rugby playing at Portland. The 24th has girls golf versus Liberty, baseball versus Newburgh, girls golf at Liberty 2, and the 25th of April we'll have boys tennis versus Liberty, girls tennis versus Liberty, and softball versus Liberty. And we'll also have a track meet. I'm not sure where, but we'll have a track meet. And for the 27th of April, girls golf will be playing at McNary. And that's all I have for today, so let's go back to the desk.
All right, thank you everybody so much for watching. This is Live at the Blackbird on the day of Friday the 21st, 2023. We will see you in the next episode.